I think if people can move beyond themselves, instead of like, I'm trying to empower my daughter versus jumping in to help her. I'm trying to empower her with nutrition, and you guys are talking about the cannabis and the mindfulness and this positive perspective. I mean, there's so much that we can do with holistic therapy, and if we can shift the mindset that this whole, instead of calling it a pandemic, I don't use that word. I call it the COVID-19 experience. Just that shift alone takes the fear out of this whole collective experience.
Great.
So,
yeah.
Little things.
Language is so important in how we describe things and how we, just the thought, one word can change an experience. And that's just in general, like I'll give you an example. My mother was like, I can't believe how good cannabis makes me feel, and I'm not high. So that whole word high has such a negative connotation to it. So what does it mean to feel good? And then we talk about that.
Thank you.
Yep. Dr. Uma's, many of you know her. She's been a podcast guest.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on. Do you have any thoughts on how you're doing? That's all.
Wonderful, hon. I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
We're hanging in there and journeying through this all. My dad is recovering. So we're sending out blessings for other families that are going through surgeries and not being able to be there with their families, especially many parents that are missing their children, especially adults as well, missing their parents.
Yeah, we were talking a little earlier about the missing the touch. I think we can all communicate pretty well through social media and express ourselves, but that physical human touch, I think it's weird.